Hello, Crusader Nation. My name is Gabe Ryan.
And I'm Noah Francis.
We are here with your weekly Crew News.
Monday is the only day this week that we have a full flex time. Tuesday is the presentation by the Dragonfly Foundation, so make sure you donate to that. Wednesday is the Ash Wednesday Mass, and Thursday we will have a flex time. However, we will be having club pictures during the week.
Crew Bid and Bash. Special thanks to our advancement office and all the volunteers for putting together a wonderful bid and bash this past Saturday evening at Summit Hills Country Club. As a result of selling enough raffle tickets for the 10K raffle, we now have a full week of spring break, which runs from April 9th to April 19th.
That's nice. That is really nice. The yearbook will also be coordinating club pictures on Thursday morning, February 27th.
As far as Out of Uniform goes, Friday's Out of Uniform benefits the United Christian Volunteers. Donation is 2 food items. All Fridays in March will also be Out of Uniform days, so stay tuned for updates on that later.
Absolutely. SHDHS will be presenting the musical Hello Dolly in the brand new Dries Holmes Auditorium this weekend on February 28th, 29th, and March 1st. Showtimes are at 7:30 on Friday and Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
The end of the third quarter is approaching, so if anyone needs to get some grades up in the next couple weeks, I'd advise doing that.
Let's finish out the quarter strong. The last junior retreat is March 9th and 10th. Class reconciliation will also be on March 4th.
For the pre-ACT, sophomores, you will take the pre-ACT on Monday, March 9th, while the freshmen will take the pre-ACT on Tuesday, March 10th. Both tests will take place starting first period and should go until flex time.
Aqua's crew participated in the swimming state tournament this past weekend at the Lancaster Aquatic Center on the campus of UK. Multiple school records were broken, so congrats to the swimmers.
As far as the IBL championships are concerned, congratulations to the IBL champions, the white team, consisting of Elliot Allbrand, Sam Ensweiler, Drew Trapp, Michael Tragesser, Jacob Segal, Daniel Holman, Mason Butler, Ryan Heck, and Camden Montgomery.
Congrats, guys. Also, congrats to our Tech Olympians who represented SHDHS at Great American Ballpark this past weekend, placing 5th overall at the Interalliance event. Special recognition goes to Eli Talley, who was recognized as a premier graphic designer for the conference.
Some boys basketball. The boys basketball team is back in action tonight at 6 o'clock Wednesday, February 26th against the Ludlow Panthers. Game starts at 6 o'clock, and everyone please come out and support. And girls basketball. The girls unfortunately were defeated by the Ludlow Panthers last night, 60-56 in overtime. We would like to congratulate the whole girls basketball team on a stellar season. And starting now, we have a new segment for you all. It's called Coffee with Mr. Gish. Hello, Crew Nation. My name is Gabe Ryan, here for our first edition of our new segment, Coffee with Mr. Gish. Mr. Gish, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Gabe.
So, first off, how long have you been at St. Henry?
32 years this year.
What got you involved in education?
Well, I actually started out in accounting at Procter & Gamble and United Parcel Service. After about 10 years, I was approached with an opportunity to come to St. Henry, which I followed up on. And here we are 32 years later.
Have you ever regretted that decision?
I've never regretted it. However, I think a few of my friends back in the day thought I was nuts leaving the other opportunities. But I tell students pretty often that if they can find a job that they enjoy getting up for every day, they'll never work a day in their life. And I feel that way about my job here at St. Henry.
I agree. And you've been in administration for a couple years now, or some time. And this year you went back into the classroom to teach some finance. What did you miss about being in the classroom?
I miss the classroom a lot. This is probably my 20th year in administration, so I've been out of the classroom 15 plus years, and I did miss it. And the opportunity was there to get back into a class this year and teach some personal business finance. and I really look forward to that every week. Look forward to the opportunity of sharing some of that knowledge, and hopefully someday that's actually how I'll end my career, is getting back in the classroom on a full-time basis.
So my next question is, would you consider definitely being in the classroom more in your future?
I do. I would like to continue what we've got going on this year, and as I said before, ultimately that's what I got into education for, and when time runs out on the administration level, I would like to spend more time in the classroom.
So turning this interview a little bit more personal, both of your sons, Jake and Kyle, are seniors this year and will graduate. So how will your morning commute change from a day-to-day basis?
Well, I'll be on time. I won't be driving down Highland Avenue with kids trying to jump in the back seat. So it should be a smoother getaway in the morning for me.
And what will you miss most from them being around at school every day?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I think, and I think my wife agrees with me, it was probably the best parenting decision we ever made was to bring the boys to St. Henry. The opportunities that they've had here have been exponential. And as a educator here for 32 years, I'm well aware of all the positive things that we have going on, but when you live it 24 hours a day with the drive in, the drive home, at the dinner table, you really get to see the ins and outs of how the students experience St. Henry. And they both have told me and thanked my wife and I for having brought them here to St. Henry. And 4 years later, I think it's been a great thing. It's been great for me, and I know it's been great for them.
So one of the positive things you've helped influence or kind of put into motion here is the school improvement team. And for all those who don't know what the school improvement team is, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the school improvement team is a group of students made up of freshmen through seniors. We meet monthly with administration to formulate ideas and set goals and work towards developing the school improvement plan. This group works with staff to really help to make this an atmosphere where all students can learn and thrive. And we're probably in about our 7th or 8th year here with that, and they've been very impactful in a lot of decisions that we've made here.
So what would you say is the most impactful decision?
I don't think there's any doubt the most impactful decision or thing that's come out about with the school improvement team is flex period. Our flex period is a 30-minute window mid-morning where students have the opportunity to get tutored, see counselors, do homework they should have done last night. Really all those little things that throughout the day that they may not have an opportunity to do. And students are so involved with sports and clubs and activities and work outside the normal school day that the opportunity to see a teacher after school may not be there. And I think this has helped lower the stress level of students, their anxiety level, and it's helped the students as well as the teachers.
So getting a little nostalgic, what are you going to miss most from the graduating class?
The graduating class, what am I going to miss most? Wow. With having my own boys in the class, I've gotten to know this class pretty well. And I think it's a super class. I guess I'll miss their sense of humor. I've got one of my boys talks to me in the hallways, and the other one tries to dodge me. But I've really enjoyed having them as part of the senior class. That's what I'll miss the most.
Yeah. And to put you on the spot, if you had to choose right now, Outback, Texas Roadhouse, Cracker Barrel.
I got to do Texas Roadhouse, yeah.
I agree. And what does come as many, leave as one mean to you?
We have a lot of students that come from a variety of our feeder schools and schools outside of our normal feeder pattern. And we could have as many as 20 different schools represented within our freshman class. You know, those students come in, a lot of them don't necessarily have a connection or come in with anyone from their particular schools. And they start to get acclimated, hopefully early on in their freshman year through our crew program, family program that we have, through our clubs, our sports programs. And by the time they graduate and get to senior year, we've got really a crew family atmosphere here. So coming in as many different feeder schools and leaving as one crew family, I think is what that is all about.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. Glad you could join us.
Thanks for having me.
And on behalf of Mr. Gish and I, this is our first edition of Coffee with Mr. Gish. And look forward the next couple of weeks to have some new guests for different faculty around St. Henry. And Noah, back to you.
Okay, now that we're back, it's time to, I guess, send it off.
So on behalf of myself and Noah, thank you guys for tuning in this week. This is the Crusader News, and stay tuned for next week.
Bye.